Okay, haven't commentaried a MLB game in a while. Often I'm playing the golf game, and I think you guys from China will be asking for the MLB Yankees game of the day. So in reality, the Yankees host the Twins tonight. Uh, I think Severino's going, and I'm not sure about the Twins, but I think that's the could be accurate. So this is kind of like an offline play a game thing. So I'm going to play this game. So I will be the Yankees playing at home at Yankee Stadium. Haven't done this in a while, but I'm pretty sure this is how it works. Severino is going to pitch. This has been pretty much the yeah, it's been pretty much the lineup lately. Todd Frazier at third, Greg Bird at first. We got Holiday coming off the bench as a pitch hitter. Weston. All right, that looks pretty legit.
From the Bronx, MLB Network brings you baseball from Yankee Stadium. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees.
It's different than franchise. These are legit win-loss records.
Luis Severino is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, he's had good success against left-handed hitters, hitting under 250 against him. When you're having that kind of success against the left-handers, you're going to be in a lot of games.
Well, let's see how this plays out. I haven't done this since I first got the game.
Brian Dozier now, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Number 2.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, no doubt I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's already snatched 20 bags this year. When you think about it, there are not a lot of guys stealing 20 bases anymore. So that's already a big year in terms of stealing bases. And he's not even done yet.
Fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. swings and misses as he's retired for out number 2.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet, so these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Jorge Polanco is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Well, Matt, Joey Mack's been pretty good. He's a standard, basic umpire. Doesn't miss a whole lot. At the end of the day, though, he's pretty ordinary.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Out of play off to the right.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Again, a 1-2. Popped high in the air. Calling for it, Frazier. But it's the shortstop that gets there. And that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Irvin Santana, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, H?
As I look at this ball game today, one thing to keep an eye on is his at-bats against the right-handers, his approach against right-hand hitters, because right-handed hitters are hitting under 250 against him, and those are the guys that he's going to have to exploit if he wants to win this ball game.
Brett Gardner is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And H, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
A moment now from Yankee Stadium to take a look at Joe Girardi's starting lineup. What are the keys to success for them today, Harold?
Matt, I really like this lineup. You know, they're balanced, and they have some depth, and the batting average is what I'm looking at with this club. They're in the top third of the league and hitting, and when you do that, you're going to win games.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs.
Batting third, catcher Gary.
Standing in, Gary Sanchez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Ready now, Eddie Rosario. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark.
Rosario.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. Sanchez should have room. 1 down.
Batting fifth.
Stepping up to the plate, Byron Buxton. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. And he takes ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and So far, he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Didi Gregorius.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Rosario arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Twins. And I'm looking down there at second base at Brian Dozier. I love how this guy turns the pivot. He'll hang in there with the best of them, and he's got the arm strength to turn the tough one.
Bottom of the second here with no score. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in the switch hitter, Chase Headley. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is on the ground over to first. And Mauer will step on the bag at first, and that ends the inning. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Now here it comes. Softly hit toward the hole. Fair-handed by Castro. Not in time. Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. Here comes the 1-0. Hit to short. Backhanded. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Robbie Grossman.
From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. One out and a runner on second base. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll get back in standing. Third inning, no score to this point. Line to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Well, that's a line drive single, but the runner's not going to score. Now remember, with less than 2 outs, he had to freeze. Hit it a little bit too hard at the wrong guy. He'll take the hit, but no RBI.
Stepping in now, Brian Dozier, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. In there, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Down the third baseline. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Now batting, the first
ready
baseman,
for another chance. Joe Mauer, 0 for 1 here in the early going. On a pretty swing from Mauer as he launches this ball to deep right field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Well, he clearly didn't miss that pitch. He's so strong. If you look at the extension on that ball, he just really muscled that ball. The ballpark when it comes down to it.
Jorge Polanco.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. 3 runs already home here. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably won.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And this is fouled back and out of play. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Kepler going back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So very nice. Digging in to try it again, Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Eddie Rosario.
First pitch of the at-bat. Liner towards second. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
Well, if I'm pitching, I got to be shaking my head. That's the last thing I'm thinking, is he's going to hit a ball down and away and handle it as well as he did to get a base hit.
Pitch out, nothing doing, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit and the box scores. But, man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back easily. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. In now, Max Kepler. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First delivery to him on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Castro comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. In there, 0-1.
Matt, this is where I like this guy pitching. First and second, he's got 2 outs. He's got himself a little bit of a jam, but now he likes to paint the corners. Watch him fight himself out of this situation.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 0-2 delivery. A fastball that just misses inside.
2 strikes on the hitter and 2 outs. I like this. You got to get this out here. You don't want them to drive in a run and you go down 4. You keep it at 3. You still got a chance to break it open and win on a big inning.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Here's Brett Gardner now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Matt, he's really putting on a clinic. The first pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground near home, but it's foul, strike 1. This one's down to third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He is out.
Now batting, catcher.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Buxton is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robbie Grossman. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Robbie Grossman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This guy's got a good mid-90s fastball working in this game. If they think they can catch up to that ball up there, it's going to continue to be a rough game for them.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Brian Dozier.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. And that misses for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now. Here's a high pop-up. Bird is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
First baseman number 7.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Joe Mauer. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Into the windup and the pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
Well, that was 2 quick outs right there, getting those guys in front of him, but now the 2-hitter comes to the plate. Right here, you look to either get on base any way you can, hit a gapper, anything, because you want those big boys coming up next.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. The 1-2 home to Mauer. And the changeup is way low that time. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Twins are set down 1. Here's Didi Gregorius. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman
at the plate, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way, and a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
One and 1. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Buxton comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rosario is there, and that retires the side. Striding in once again, Jorge Polanco. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Jorge Polanco.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. In for strike 2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. Gloved by Castro. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The left fielder, number 20.
Ready for another shot now.
Rosario.
Eddie Rosario. A hit in 2 tries so far. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. Here's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but the multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
Here's Byron Buxton now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Judge ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. Chad Green, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Chad Green.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman, number 5.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
And this is low, ball 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Third baseman.
Here's Todd Frazier now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Polanco is underneath this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Back here in the Bronx. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Jason Castro.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Jason Castro is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Now a flare out toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Tried to put him away on a changeup, but that one was up. Anytime a changeup is up, you recognize it. When it's down, very tough to hit. He just missed the spot.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. Bird fields it cleanly, and this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second. Ready once again, Brian Dozier. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Jason Shreve comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 45, Jason Shreve.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is into right field. A base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
That was really special. You know, he was down the count, and he just said, I got to battle. He battled it through and got rewarded with the base hit the other way.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. So here's Joe Mauer, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. 0-2 now as Mauer can't come up with anything on that swing.
This is where getting ahead in the count really pays off for you. Now you can get him to chase a pitch, maybe get a ground ball, double play, or a strikeout. Either way, it's going to help your cause.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 home to Mauer. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to third. Right to Frazier. Here's Castro for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
Ready for another chance? Jorge Polanco. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. 2 out with the man at first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Now another 1-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins get a run on 2 hits.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Digging in once again, Brett Gardner. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Number 11, left fielder Brett Gardner.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
He hit that changeup hard. Man, he saw it good. Just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Rosario racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Gardner not stopping. He's headed for third. The relay throw, and they're not going to get Gardner. He's in there with a triple. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here. Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
We talk about that first pitch and how important it is. Well, we're watching a guy right now that's throwing 80% to the hitters right now. The first pitch for a strike. When you do that, you're going to put...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 52 for him thus far. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Now batting.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Well, that one right there, he let the ball travel. It got back in on him, but it didn't beat him. He's strong enough to shoot it the other way. Stayed inside the ball for the base hit.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's Starlin Castro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out. And he is in there.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
So coming to the plate, Chase Headley. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. From the belt, the pitch. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just a 1 out.
Hey, they couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's set, and the pitch. squared that one up just a little late. Hit in the air out to left field. Rosario is there, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs. Tommy Kahnle has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 48, Tommy Kahnle.
Digging in and looking for more, Eddie Rosario. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. Now here's the pitch, and a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Byron Buxton will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Low for ball 1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Ready with the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
3-0 now. 3-0 count. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. A good performance thus far by the visiting Twins, and they lead it here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So they go down.
Your attention, please.
A new pitcher coming on here as it'll be the left-hander Glenn Perkins that gets the call. Coming to the plate now, Todd Frazier. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Buxton. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting. First
The
baseman.
left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, they're running out of time. It's the 8th inning. They got to get some runners on and maybe come up with a big home run. But 3 runs down in the 8th. They got to execute. The outs are a premium.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Here's Brett Gardner now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Dylan Betances enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Castro. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A called strike over the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Go the Twins in order. They still lead it 6-3. Matt Belisle takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Aaron Judge.
Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Well, that's what you want right there. Late in the game, leadoff single. Now they still got some work to do. You got the tying run on the on-deck circle, but they've got a shot now.
First delivery to him on the way. Gary Sanchez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the belt, the pitch. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Buxton racing back to the track. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away. Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look with Showtrack. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. Here's Didi Gregorius. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Last time through was a base hit. High in the air out to center field. Buxton over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Into the box now, Starlin Castro. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Irvin Santana wins for the 17th time, the top total on the staff. Matt Belisle records the save, his 10th. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base.